live from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway up in beautiful Loudon, New Hampshire. The Friends as Sim Racers Tour Racing League Mountain Dew Dash Series presented by the Fast Racing League, Fuel Racing League, and TDR Racing Leagues brings you another action-packed event here on JTN. Hello everyone, I am your host Joe Twansky here, solo up in the booth this evening to call all of this great racing action. Tonight we have 75 laps for you at this beautiful mile speedway, the Magic Mile as it is affectionately called. I'm going to try not to stumble over my words too much this evening. Again, I am Joe Twansky, flying solo tonight, but we got a couple special treats for the viewers at home. I'd also, as we kick off this broadcast, would like to thank everybody that showed up last week, made it our highest viewed, grossing, whatever you want to use the word, probably viewed, live stream of one of these fast Mountain Dew Series races. Here you see last week's winner, driver of the number 15 Funko Pop Toyota Supra, Matt Watkins. He did a great job last week taking it to victory lane at Kentucky. Hoping to do it again today. As we also start off this broadcast, I'd like to congratulate the 15 team. They did a great job all season long here in Segment 2, winning the Segment 2 championship. You see packed house in store for everyone today. Got new cameras at the track, so hopefully the video quality is a little bit better for everybody. And hopefully we can keep that video quality up throughout the night. Again, I am Joe Twansky. This is my YouTube channel, at Joe Twansky on YouTube. So happy you are along for the ride with us this evening. We're having some audio issues at the track, so just be mindful of that. We'll try to get those fixed for you guys for the race so you get some more atmosphere. Here's another guy making a... you saw him at the start. You saw Tommy Bordeaux is going to be racing this evening. Here's another guy, Mr. Michael Murata, driver of the 44, getting out on track. Didn't have very many laps in practice. It'll be interesting to see what this 44 team does tonight. And you see Robert Bauckham in the number 18 Coors Light Chevy Camaro for Revolution Motorsports. Robert won the Sunday TDR Cup Series race or Saturday night TDR Cup Series race at Kentucky. Congratulations to him. I almost had the strategy. I ran out of gas on the last lap coming off of turn 2, so congratulations to the 18 team on their win in the Cup Series on Saturday night. Here you see Mr. Andrew Lemke, driver of the number 42 Evergreen Speedway. Evergreen Speedway, a local short track by him. He's promoting getting out there and going to your local short track wherever you are around this country, this great country of ours, the United States of America. Here you see Trey Coleman. We've talked to him twice now in our JTN playoff race recaps for the Fast Cup Series. Trey has been the flag bearer for the Black Lives Matter movement in the Fast Racing League, and so you see he gets really loose. Save it, Trey, save it. He saved it. What could you expect anything less from a driver that has so much momentum as Trey Coleman tonight in the number 14 Chevy Accessories Camaro for DeMario Chambers Racing. Here's another guy we talk about week in and week out who will most definitely be contending for a win tonight, Mr. Randall Coleman, driver of the number 9 at Napa Camaro. Randall, would like to say it was a successful season, but I feel like that 19 was definitely looking to at least get a couple wins on the board. They were not able to do so here, as it looks like he's slowing down. And don't hit the wall. Didn't hit the wall. As we should be getting close to our qualifying time. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us this evening, whether you're watching us live here on YouTube, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, every Tuesday night on this YouTube channel. Give us a subscribe while you're here. Give the video a like as the drivers are being called to their cars. You should get notifications every time we go live, and if you don't, let me know in the comments that you aren't getting those notifications, and I'll try to see if that's something on my end. But again, I am Joe Twansky here for JTN. We're so happy to be bringing you tonight's presentation of the Fast Racing League's Mountain Dew Dash Series. Race at New Hampshire, the last race of Segment 2 here for these drivers. I have a couple different things in store for you this evening. Looking forward to showing those off throughout the night. And we hope you stick around with us throughout the night as well, supporting our broadcast. There's a couple links down in the video description where you can go join the Fast Racing League if you feel so inclined. Tuesday nights is a great way to join because it's a fixed setup, meaning you don't have to worry about spending hours and hours on a setup to be fast. Everyone's got the same thing underneath their car. In sim racing, a fixed setup league is definitely the way to go if you're a beginner, and the Fast Racing League is one unlike any other. This Dash Series schedule currently follows what was the original Cup Series schedule for the year, before all of the pandemic that hit the States. So, if you saw that schedule earlier in the year, you really liked what was happening in August, September, October, November, would definitely be a great time to join as we're going to start segment 3 of the championship and then go on to the playoff segment. So it's not too late to get involved in those playoffs. I do believe if you made the rest of the starts, you can make it. So yeah, check out those links in the description. Really appreciate anything that you do to support us. Even if it's just watching us here on YouTube, feel free to get involved in the live chat, ask questions. I'll try to answer them throughout the broadcast. I'm a little stiff right now with my commentary, so hopefully we're going to get a little loosey-goosey throughout the night and try to bring you some fun racing action here at Loudon. Qualifying is currently coming close to an end. We'll read you those results as we normally do once they are official. But right now, fellow JTN commentator Tommy Bordeaux is currently on the provisional pole with a time of a 28.251. Tommy just came from the NACO Series, which was racing at Iowa, so another close to mile in length track there at Iowa, where this is just a mile here at New Hampshire. So at least a little bit familiarity with the track length for Tommy tonight. And our qualifying results are official, so I'll read you the rest of those. So Tommy Bordeaux is on the pole. To his outside will be the 18 of Robert Baucom. You saw him at the top of the show. Matt Watkins is going to line up third. Trey Coleman going to line up fourth. Joseph Weaver is going to line up fifth. Sixth will be Randall Coleman. Seventh, Andrew Lemke. Eighth, Tyler Stallhood. Ninth, Cody Luke. 10th is going to be Andrew Miller. 12th is going to be Bill Murnahan. And rounding out the field, you saw him earlier as well, Mr. Michael Murata. So, again, so happy you guys are joining us tonight. Again, thank you so much to everyone that showed up last week to make it the most viewed JTN broadcast. And before we get going here, you see his car on the screen, or you will in a short second. We're going to talk to our in-race reporter and Autosim driver spotlight for the night, Mr. Joseph Weaver, in this number 10 Smithfield Ford Mustang. Joseph Weaver, this is Joe Twainski up in the JTN booth. You got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
So before we get going here, I want to talk about, you haven't made a lot of starts in this Dash Series to date so far this season. We see you're in the garage area. Are you really happy with the setup that you guys got tonight? You just don't feel the need to practice during happy hour?
Yeah, she's feeling pretty dialed in. It's had pretty good top 5 tonight. So I'm hoping to bring it home in one piece and get it done.
And we were talking to you earlier in the garage area as well. New Hampshire is definitely one of your favorite tracks. So what do you like so much about New Hampshire?
It's such a unique track, nice and flat. Takes a lot of skill getting through the corners with speed. It just brings out the best of the drivers.
And before we let you get back to your team and crew chief to go over your final checklist and all the fast officials, anyone you want to shout out, thank here on this fine Tuesday evening?
Like always, I just want to thank the boys back at the shop at Rad Lad together this bad, fast Smithfield Ford Mustang for tonight, and thank Tommy Bordeaux for coming out and starting with me tonight.
And thank you so much for being our Autosim driver spotlight this evening. Good luck. Go get a win. Go get that dub.
Thank you. Hope y'all enjoy the race tonight.
That was Joseph Weaver, driver the number 10. He is our Autosim driver spotlight this evening. As we're having some visual issues, it would appear. Or no, he wasn't moving. So Joseph Weaver, driver the number 10 this evening here at New Hampshire. Before we get this race underway, I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors. Autosim is one of those. Autosim is a new frontier in simulated racing. Autosim 6.1 is now available. Check out the link in the description to go to the website where you can join the Autosim Discord, as well as download the new version of the game, 6.1 beta. It's a great game. You've seen earlier this week I posted a video doing a playthrough of it. I'm going to be doing a weekly playthrough with the 6.1 beta, but hopefully before 6.2 gets released. But 6.2 is just around the corner as well. Autosim, a new frontier in racing. Also like to tell you there's a couple other links. They're way towards the bottom of the description for a couple t-shirt stores, one of which is JoeTow Designs, my own t-shirt store. So that's the brilliance of running your own small YouTube, is you can be your own sponsor. So, JoeTow Designs, for all your sick, gnarly, awesome t-shirt designs, check out JoeTow Designs. Multiple designs are available, including a Bad Year 2020 t-shirt, my personal favorite, and our own JTN merch. You can use the code JTN2 for 10% off your purchase. That is 10% off with code JTN2. That link is in the description. There's also Bristol's Boutique, which is a store set up by my doggo, Bristol. For any of you dog lovers out there, that code JTN2 also works for 10% off there. Again, I'd like to thank everyone so much for joining us this evening. It's been a great, we've had a great season so far, and I hope that we can continue that this evening. We've seen a lot of caution-free racing for the last few weeks, so again, thank you so much to all those that have watched us here. So we'll try to get you some happy hour coverage now. Apologize for, well, actually, Happy Hour is done. Tommy Bordeaux was your leader in Happy Hour. Robert Bauckham behind him, Trey Coleman, Randall Coleman. So nothing new. You didn't miss too much. Matt Watkins didn't take a lap, so that's would be my assumption why he isn't up there. Full Velocity Racing Network tuning in this tonight, asking what's up. Well, nothing much. I'm up here sitting in the booth. I got a lot of extra space for myself this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. I don't know if y'all got a broadcast tonight in iRacing, but if you got a chance, stick around, and we hope to have some fun here at New Hampshire this evening. So the cars are being pushed out to the grid. Drivers being called to their cars. We'll take you real quick through the starting lineup one more time. On pole is Mr. Tommy Bordeaux, driver the number 57, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. So you gotta check it. You always gotta check the sponsors to all those kids that probably sound like they're older than me out there. 2 is outside is going to be Robert Bauckham. They still haven't pushed that 18 car to the grid. Matt Watkins will line up inside row 2 with Trey Coleman to his outside. Starting 5th will be Joseph Weaver, our Autosim driver spotlight and in-race reporter. 6th will be Randall Coleman in that 9 Napa Chevy.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the drivers get the command to fire those engines up. Andrew Lemke starting 7th. 8th will be Tyler Stallhood. 9th will be Cody Luke. So we'll go back through here real quick for you guys. 10th will be Bill Murnahan by virtue of moving up a position due to a car not making the grid. And then Andrew Miller and Michael Morata will round out tonight's field of 12 here at New Hampshire for what surely will be a great race. So happy you're with us here on JTN this evening. I'm Joe Twansky, riding solo tonight here in the booth. We hope to bring you a great presentation. Hope you enjoy. And as always, we're going to get you that great presentation. I know the video quality is probably not the greatest for a lot of you out there. I apologize for that. We're getting better and better, working our way back up. As the cars roll through turns 3 and 4, Tommy Bordeaux will lead him down this long front straightaway. Holds, and green flag is in the air. We are underway racing at the Magic Mile. See a little jockeying towards the back, but Tommy Bordeaux clears Robert Bauckham going into one. It's more of a one-groove racetrack in both ends. They're going to rerun in this middle. You see where it's a little darker on the track. Oh, hard into the wall for Bordeaux here early on. That's going to give Bauckham the inside going into turn 3. Although he gives up that, he goes a little more conservatively into the corner, so that's going to give Tommy Bordeaux the lead here on lap 1. He's going to lead lap 1 at New Hampshire. So we go back throughout the pack. Looks like everyone is single file to start this race. Here you see Bill Murnahan in this 3, Tracker Boats, Bass Pro Shops, Chevy. Not the season that Bill and team would want to have. You saw Tyler Stahl had gotten the wall a little bit there coming off the corner. Not the season that 3 team really was looking for, but they're just making laps, getting better week in and week out. You see Cody Luke with a big moment, and that's going to cause the 3 to go around. Around goes Bill Murnahan as we start talking good about him. Of course, that happens. I don't believe the caution flag is out. No caution for that since it was a self-spin towards the back, but Cody Luke looked like he had a big moment there, and that caused the 3 car to check up, slam on the brakes. Knowing the setups here, the brake bias is probably rather low to help aid in turning the car through the corner. So I would assume that the 3 car probably jumped on the brakes there to make sure he didn't hit the 4, because the 4 was just stopped on the apron for no reason, no apparent reason. I'm sure there was a reason down there. But that would be a scary moment. Tommy Bordeaux is still your leader, though, in this 57 Toyota Supra. He's followed by the 18 of Robert Bauckham in this beautiful Coors Light machine. And then our Segment 2 and Segment 1 champion, Matt Watkins, runs third. You see Bauckham in that 18, great-looking car there. As right now, of course, the pace car gets in the way. You see a battle for 4th. In-race reporter Joseph Weaver on the inside, but Trey Coleman's going to get a great run off the corner, and here comes Randall Coleman to try to take 5th away, and he does. See more cars getting into the wall towards the back of the pack. But that was a big moment. Weaver looks like he's running a little bit lower on the track so far early on in this race. I'd like to see how that pans out throughout to see if maybe he's doing so to save his tires a little bit. So we'll go back to our leaders. Tommy Bordeaux maintaining that 3 to 4 car length lead over the 18 of Bauckham, who's a couple car lengths ahead of the 15, but these top 3 have really gotten away from the rest of the field. We've gotten pretty spread out early on. I was not expecting this. A lot of drivers down in the garage area complaining about how the cars were loose during practice, and that sometimes is, usually with the fixed setup series here in NR, the setups are usually a lot tighter to benefit the drivers with maybe a little less experience, so that way they don't have to worry about, these guys that are a lot better with loose cars really being able to drive the wheels off the thing and maybe stay closer. But doesn't seem to be the case tonight with these loose setup. We're seeing the cream rise to the top. Tommy Bordeaux, Robert Bauckham, and Matt Watkins, 3 drivers that are always battling for the lead when they're on the track, and they're doing so again tonight here at New Hampshire. I'd like to thank Full Velocity Racing Network for posting our stream link to their FVRN page. If anyone's tuning in, I'd like to thank you for tuning in as well. Great way to get the word out if you really enjoy our content is doing just that, sharing our video links. Another great way is to go like our Facebook page. You'll get notifications every time, or at least we post every day before we go live to give you guys a little time to prepare. Tonight we're going against the NASCAR iRacing Series, so I don't know how those numbers are going to look for maybe some more of our casual viewers, but we got our diehard JTN viewers definitely tuning in tonight. Thanks to the FVRN guys for giving us that shout out to their page. And to all those tuning in from that link, thank you so much for just giving us a chance, giving us a couple seconds here this evening as we watch these Dash Series Xfinity style cars at New Hampshire. Tommy Bordeaux currently still your leader in that Robin Hood Toyota Supra. It's probably hard to read there on the screen, but Robert Bauckham right behind him. Starting to close the gap a little bit as the caution's out here. So caution is out on the speedway. We're going to get you a look at that. I am assuming it has to do with this Ford car. Saw a lot of smoke. He's a little more off pace, so we're going to try to get a look at the replay for you guys. Alright, so I misspoke. First caution of the night looks like it is for the 44 of Michael Murata. Just gets really low in the corner, and we talked about that loose handling car. He goes around, hits the wall. You're going to see Tyler Stallhood. He's going to jump on the brakes. He's going to go around here as well. And then Cody Luke also goes around. So bunch of cars going around, jumping on the brakes, but that one's on the 44. Just got loose through the corner. The setup's been really loose this evening. Just again, a product of a loose setup. You get a little too low on the track. It upsets the balance of the car, and it's going to spin right around. Hopefully that's not too much damage on that 44 machine for Michael Murata. As the cars are coming off pit lane, Tommy Bordeaux is going to win the race off pit road. He's going to be followed by the 18 of Robert Bauckham, 15 of Matt Watkins, Trey Coleman, and Joseph Weaver, Andrew Lemke, Tyler Stallhood, and Cody Luke. There you see Bill Murnahan, Mikey Murata having to take a penalty, end of the longest line for causing the caution. But then you also have the 9 of Randall Coleman, the 47 of Andrew Miller staying out. I would assume the 9 was probably leading the lap. He's going to come to pit road this time. We'll see if the lights on the pace car go out. If they do go out, we won't try to snag our in-race reporter real quick. But they stay on, so we're going to try to snag Joseph Weaver real quick. Joseph Weaver, this is Joe Towinetsky up in the booth. You got a copy? Looks like we're having issues there. We'll try it one more time. Joseph Weaver, this is Joe Towinetsky up in the booth. You got a copy? Looks like we're still having issues with that. We'll try to get that back, hopefully, for if we do have another caution. I mean, I hope we don't have another caution. Wink, wink. As a broadcaster, you love seeing restarts. I'm assuming this 47 is going to pit here, so real quick while we got a moment, we'll flash that JTN logo up on your screen. I'll try to get some of these technical difficulties ironed out. I believe we should have that figured out. As you see Andrew Miller coming to pit road, Tyler Stallhood also doing so. So those two will line up towards the back on this restart as the pace car lights are off. Tommy Bordeaux is going to take the inside lane. Nothing surprising there. The inside line is the preferred line going down into turn 1. These drivers, real quick, also, it's about 40 laps on a tank of gas. So these guys are going to have to pit at least one more time. Wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys might try to stretch it on fuel just to maybe take a little less on the last stop. Maybe take just right-side tires. With the car being a little looser to start the run, I would assume there's a decent amount of tire wear, so that might end up affecting if you can end up doing 2 tires at the end. But we'll reset your top 5 here. It's going to be Tommy Bordeaux, Robert Bauckham, Matt Watkins in the 15, Trey Coleman in the 14, and Joseph Weaver is going to line up 5th. Gets up into the top 5 by virtue of that 9 car staying out. So net gain for the 10 car. Net loss of 2 for the 9 car, and the 47's way towards the back now. So happy you're joining us here. We're going to be going back green flag racing as the pace car rolls off of turn 4, takes the hard left turn down pit road, a really hard left turn. Tommy Bordeaux leads him into the restart zone. We're back underway racing here at New Hampshire. That 18 car got a really good restart. Tommy Bordeaux no push from behind. The 18 is going to be out in front going into turn 1. Baucom's on the outside. Tommy Bordeaux on the inside. They're going to be side by side off of turn 2. Still side by side, and around goes the 14 to Trey Coleman. We're still trying to get back. Caution obviously out. Robert Baucom's going to be your leader, but that 14 car went for a huge spin here. Unfortunate. Trey, we just talked about how he was up into 4th. Had a great restart pushing the 18. We're going to try to get you a replay of that. Well, we're not going to try. We're going to get you a replay of that. That's what we do. We get you replays of incidents here in the Fast Racing League. You're going to see Trey Coleman. He just gets loose off of 4 or off of 2, and Joseph Weaver with nowhere to go gets into him. We'll get you an onboard, an onboard camera, so you can see what that's like on this 14 car. So you're going to see this spectacular start by Trey. He does a great job. He's right up on the bumper of the 18, gives him a good push going down into 1. That's going to get him clear of the 57. You're going to hear his throttle trace as well. As he gets back on the gas, the car just goes around. You hear it skid, skid, and just that last little hit really sends him around. Thanks to Trey for wearing a visor cam this evening. But unfortunate for him, looks like no damage, if any, just a little bit maybe to that left rear quarter panel. That's not going to stop him here as he gets right back going. He'll pit, get new tires, and then get back up towards the front most definitely. Looks like Joseph Weaver did not pit there. We're going to try to snag him for an interview here, or a little in-race thingy-mabobber. Using all the professional words here. Hey, Joseph Weaver, this is Joe Twinsky up in the JTN booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear, buddy.
Alright, buddy, we just saw... there's words I cannot use to describe what just happened there. We're going to get... What did you see out the windshield of that number 10 Smithfield Ford Mustang?
Oh, well, it was just all business as usual coming out of turn 2 there, but I saw the 14 start to get a little squirrely on the corner, so I figured he was probably going to go around. I jumped on the brakes as quick as I could. I think I still got into him. My spotter said I'm all clear, though, so it was a wild ride for sure.
Now we saw you on that initial start. You gave up a couple positions to that 14 and 9 car, and now you got them back after the spin by the 14 and then the 9 staying out to try to lead a lap. What do you got to do this time on this run to keep this track position?
I just got to keep hitting my marks and do what I got to do that first run. I think the tire pressures were off or something. It just didn't feel exactly right, but getting through 1 and 2 felt a lot better there after that yellow, so hopefully we can get out here and get a good run in here.
Yeah, been good luck on this restart. Last time Trey got a really good run restart in 4th, so go do the same thing and then go snatch that lead.
Alright, thank you.
Joseph Weaver, driver the number 10, thank you so much again to him and his team for allowing us to have him as an in-race reporter. As you see Trey Coleman around towards the back, looks like he's going to sneak onto pit road. It's going to be a commitment violation, but at least be able to go get more tires, I'm assuming. Since he caused that caution, he's probably trying to stay towards the back. A couple other cars straggling back down onto pit road. We're still not within the window to make it to the end. Maybe if you'd have to save a lot of gas here. But you see, they're all getting tires. Andrew Miller coming out of his pit. But yeah, tough break for Trey Coleman in that 14 car. We'll reset your field here again. Hopefully we can get more than one lap of green flag in. We didn't even get a lap that time, but Robert Baucom now is going to start on the inside in the lead. Tommy Bordeaux to his outside, lost the lead on that restart. Matt Watkins is going to line up third. Fourth is going to be Joseph Weaver in the 10. Andrew Lemke is going to line up fifth in that Evergreen Speedway machine. Randall Coleman's going to be sixth. Cody Luke, seventh. Tyler Stallhood, eighth. Andrew Miller, ninth. 10th will be Mikey Murata. Bill Murnahan, 11th. And Trey Coleman, 12th. All 12 drivers still in this event. You see this time they're lagging a lot farther behind the pace car. Robert Baucom taking him down into the restart zone. So green flags in the air. We're back underway racing. Baucom gets a great jump. And that's going to give him... He's going to be clear going down into turn 1. That's also going to allow Matt Watkins to be to the inside of the 57 of Tommy Bordeaux. Looks like the 18 might have got a little loose through the center, a little tight maybe. I don't know. One of those two. As you see Tyler Stallhood. Oh, big wreck towards the back. Cars scattering. Stallhood with a big moment back there, and that's going to bring out another yellow. Caution, caution, caution on the speedway. Oh, Stallhood. Looks like he might crack his coconut there coming off the corner. Hit the wall again, maybe put it back in place, but looked like that 27 car got loose. You see there he is. Doesn't look like there's too much damage. Randall Coleman letting him back by. I don't know if Randall got any damage, but I think he was up ahead of that. You see the rest of the leaders. And we're going to get you a replay. You're going to see Stallhood. He's way out in the loose stuff. There's a lot of marbles up there. The track's probably a little cooler. Just gets really loose. Overcorrects. Takes out the 4. Everyone scatters. And then the 3 just nowhere to go. Runs into the 27 who's coming back across the track. Tough break for the 3 of Bill Murnahan. Just trying to have a solid day. Run all the laps. Get some experience in behind the wheel of that 3. And then you see Stallhood hits the wall again. We're going to get you an onboard with that 3 Bass Pro Shops machine here. So you see on board with Bill Murnahan behind the wheel, 3 on his roof at least. Bass Pro Shops on board. He lets everyone go by. Just being a nice gentleman. Knows he's maybe a little slower than some of these guys. You're going to see the 27 towards the top right of your screen. Make contact with the 4. Smoke everywhere and just nowhere to go for Bill. If anything, maybe could have woed up a little bit, but don't think there was much he could do there. The 27 just came right back across the track in front of him because of that contact with the 4. So another big wreck here. Doesn't look like it's going to take out any of these guys. I'm really slurring my words this evening. I swear I have only drank water today. But a tough break for the 3 and the 4 car. Cody Luke has had a couple stellar runs the last few weeks. You see the Andrews right now are having a little talk and a little shoving match here. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this evening. Thank you so much for watching. We're here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. What can I say? It's been a really crazy race. Talked about how we haven't had a lot of cautions the last few weeks, and now tonight it seems like they're all coming out. You see the 2 Andrews battling for Andrew supremacy. Don't know if there's anything going on there. But as I mentioned, looks like Tommy Bordeaux is going to fall back to 3rd, and that's going to put the 18 and the 15 on the front row here for this restart. New combo up there, so we'll see what that ends up giving us. Tommy was really quick on a longer run, but all these restarts have really played into the hand of that 18-year Robert Baucom. Behind the wheel of that Coors Light machine, beautiful. You see the blue mountains, telling you that the driver in the car is very cool. He's cool behind the wheel, knows how to get his wins and get them efficiently. Does such a great job of not being over aggressive. You see a lot of cars look like they're going to come to pit road here, and Tommy Bordeaux comes to pit road. Trey Coleman makes a late commit. I'm assuming that'll be a violation because he ran right over the pit cone. Tyler Stallhood and Randall Coleman having a slow off to see who gets there first. They're probably waiting for somebody. As the pace car lights are off, so we'll go back to green this next time with the top 4 really shaking up. Joseph Weaver going to be starting 3rd, Lemke 4th, and Bill Murnahan 5th. 6th will be Mikey Murata. 7th will be Cody Luke. And then this race off pit road, which I'm assuming this 57 car is going to win. I'm thinking these guys might be within their window here. With a couple cautions, they wouldn't have to pit again. So Tommy Bordeaux taking advantage of that. He maybe get some track position. Andrew Miller's going to follow him. Trey Coleman, Tyler Stallhood, and Randall Coleman. Well, Stallhood going to be behind Coleman. But we're running through turns 3 and 4 right now with the leaders in the pace car. So the pace car will be pulling off this time by Robert Baucom, Matt Watkins, Joseph Weaver, and Andrew Lemke. Your top 4. Bill Murnahan after that wreck's going to line up 5th. Hopefully not too much damage to that 3 car. See the pace cars off, and green flag is back. We are back underway racing here at New Hampshire with Magic Mile. A race that is... Oh, Tommy Bordeaux, big move to the inside of Mikey Murata. He makes that pass back there. And he's going to look for 4th now. Tommy Bordeaux making a hard charge to the lead, but Joseph Weaver's maintaining 3rd. Right now the battle is for 4th, but it's no longer a battle. Tommy Bordeaux now looking for another position. Get those fresh tires providing dividends here on this restart, but he's still side by side with friend Joseph Weaver. Looks like he'll probably be able to make the pass here in 1 and 2, and he does. Weaver not putting up too much of a fight and knows that that battle is most likely lost with how deep into the corner that 57 went, and Baucom gets really wide as Andrew Miller's around off of 4. Oh, hard contact into the wall. That's gonna be a yellow. Yep, that's going to be a yellow. You see Bill Murnahan on pit road. Caution's out. Tommy Bordeaux got all the way up to 3rd. And this probably plays right into the hands of that 57 team. We're going to get you a replay of that caution, but again, it looks like another case. Just another case of getting loose off of turn 1. Or off of turn 2. Here you see Andrew Miller, the focus of the screen. Yep, just gets loose off of turn 1. Nowhere to go for this. Well, this 4 car also gets loose, and then we're getting hard contact into the wall. That might end up ending the day for that 47, but it gets back going. These cars in the Dash Series use a moderate damage model, so hopefully not too much damage to the 47. Tough break from Miller, though. Got really loose. Was complaining about a loose car with a lot of these guys throughout practice. We talked about that at the top of the show. As we're still watching the replay, he's taking it to pit road, and I'm thinking he might be pulling it behind the wall here. Yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking that 47 might be going behind the wall. He disappears. Yep. So Andrew Miller taking it to the garage. Obviously too much damage. Too much damage to continue this evening. Got the replay with you guys, as always. As cars are currently on pit road. But your new race leader is Tommy Bordeaux. Matt Watkins beats Robert Baucom off pit road. That's going to be big because that means that the 15's most likely going to line up 3rd on the inside, where Baucom's going to have to line up 4th behind the 10 of Joseph Weaver. So now those guys come and get new tires. Bordeaux has probably a good lap and a half of green flag racing on his set, so it'll be tough for him. Won't be too tough for him to hold them off in terms of tires, but that 15 and 18 cars, both those cars have been really strong all night. So another thing, I wouldn't be surprised if they can get by that 57 with ease here. Well, we got you. Thank you so much for everyone starting to tune in. I see that concurrent viewers going up. Thank you so much for joining us this evening here. Appreciate anyone for wherever you're coming from for supporting us, even if it's just watching the video. If you like what you see, you want more of it, hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you definitely want more content. If you want more of my beautiful voice commentating on races, I am Joe Towanski, here for JT and the JoeTowNetwork. See, my name's everywhere here on YouTube at Joe Towanski. In the description of this video, you can find a link to our Facebook page. Give us a like over there. We'll post anytime we post JTN related content. Right now, We've been doing all the Tuesday night Dash Series races starting live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube, as well as Thursday nights at 9. We premiere our Fast Cup Series race recaps. The next one of those will be in 2 weeks, or will be next Thursday, not the one in 2 days, because the Fast Cup Series has Wednesday night off for the NASCAR All-Star race. But in 2 weeks, or a week and 2 days, we will have a Road America race recap for the start of round 2 for Fast's Cup Series. I know I am still competing for a championship in that. Can't wait to bring you the replay, all the action from that race. But first up, we got this race on hand here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Tommy Bordeaux currently your leader. Joseph Weaver to his outside. Tyler Stallhood lining up third after causing that caution a couple times ago. Matt Watkins going to be to his outside, so the Supra's doing the Super Supras tonight, all lining up. We talk about how Matt Watkins doesn't have a lot of manufacturer support, manufacturer teammates. He's got them tonight. They're all up in the top 4. And then Robert Baucom, who's led a lot of laps this evening, is going to be lining up 5th, so he's going to have to make his way through some traffic. As the cars roll through turns 3 and 4, the pace car will get ready to make that hard left turn down pit road. Tommy Bordeaux is going to take him into the restart zone. The field comes through off the corner, and green flag is back. We are underway, racing again here as the 10 of Joseph Weaver spins the tires. Tyler Stallhood looks to his inside for second. So it looks like they're almost 3 wide for a second. Stallhood getting really close, and he's around. Stallhood around. Randall Coleman hits the 4. Oh, another thing of contact there. Boys, just somebody go. Oh my god. Oh Willie. Oh, lordy. Another caution. That's gonna Tommy Bordeaux still gonna be your leader. Joseph Weaver second. Watkins, then Baucom. So at your top 4, you see Mikey Murata moving up to 6th. We see if he'll pit. So we'll get you a replay. That's gonna be Tyler Stallhood's second caution of this evening. You see him coming down pit road. That he will have to park it due to fast rules. If he causes 2 cautions, you are forced to take it to the garage area, and he does so, pulling into the garage. Oh, and he hits the wall. One more wreck, 3 for Dale this evening for Tyler Stallhood in that 27 Castrol GTX Toyota Supra. Tough break for Tyler. We'll get you a replay here. Another thing this caution is going to do, it's going to give these drivers, if they want to come down and pit, they're going to be into their fuel window without having to save any, although would not be surprised if they don't do so. So here you see the replay. We're watching Tyler Stallhood. He gets a great restart. He's going to look 3 wide, but he's going to then make a little bit of contact with the 10 of Joseph Weaver and just go around. You see him spinning hard into that outside wall, and then you see some secondary incident between the 4 Cody Luke and the 9 of Randall Coleman. We'll get you that Napa onboards contact there with the 27 and the 9. Tough break for all these guys here involved in this wreck, although I don't think there's going to be too much damage to this 9 car. See Randall Coleman on this restart. You know, he always talks about how I pick him all the time and he doesn't have any good luck. Well, didn't pick him tonight and not have good luck either, so maybe it's him. But you see the spin up ahead. Cody Luke's going to get on the brakes and just come right back down in front of him. They make heavy contact with the left rear Cody Luke and the right front Randall Coleman. It doesn't look like the 9 and 27 ended up making any contact, so good heads up driving by Randall in this 9 car. But a tough break for Coleman, who was up towards the front of the field throughout the race here at New Hampshire. Can't do that accent. Not going to do that accent. Because I can't do it well. Let's try dialing up our in-race reporter, Joseph Weaver, again. Because we're running out of things to say. Hey, Joseph Weaver, Joe Twansky up in the booth, checking with you for the 3rd time tonight to make sure you're okay. You got a copy?
Got you loud and clear, bud.
So sorry if you heard our graphics team barking in the background, but well, that was a big moment there. How scared were you behind the wheel of that 10 car?
I was feeling pretty okay at the start there. I had Matt Watkins give me a bump on the start. I didn't really get it through the gears as well as I could, so he kind of pushed me off into the corner, and I was just holding on from there. I didn't notice Tyler was really on my inside until he was backing off and almost going around.
And talk about, we've seen, pace car lights are off, so answer this as quickly as you can, but we've seen a lot of trouble with guys in that upper groove coming off of turn 2. How slick is it out there?
It'll get slick on throttle, but it ain't terrible. It's definitely manageable.
Alright, well, good luck, go get him, and you're going to have to make a pit stop here, bud.
Alright, thank you, bud.
Joseph Weaver, driver of the number 10 Smithfield Ford Mustang. Surprising move. Tommy Bordeaux's going to take the outside lane. Ricky Collette joining in, I believe. Oh, Big Wreck and New Hampshire. I'm trying, Ricky. I'm trying. You weren't here this evening. At your home track, nonetheless. Hope Ricky's having a great vacation out there, wherever he is, tuning in here, like many of you, on JTN. As Tommy Bordeaux is going to lead him to the line again one more time with Weaver now to his inside. Is Matt Watkins and Robert Bauckham on that second row. Pace car pulls off. Flagman with flag in hand. Green flag. We're back underway racing once again here at New Hampshire. Bordeaux, again, not the strongest of restarts, but he'll probably be clear of this 10 car, but Weaver still to his inside. Weaver with a great restart, still the inside of Bordeaux. They're side by side down the backstretch, not for long as Weaver gets in line as there's contact between the 15 and the 18 for third. Bauckham really aggressive down into the corner. So Weaver scrapes the wall a little bit. Tough break there. He's going to scrub off some of that momentum as we're going to continue to watch this for second. As the battle for sixth is on with Lemke on the bottom, but he goes around. Around goes the 42 of Andrew Lemke. I believe that's going to throw another yellow here. Doing burnouts, bud. You haven't won the race. Can't be doing them just yet. The caution again is out. Tommy Bordeaux stretched in his lead. Buddy, you got to slow down for the pace car. Tough break. We're going to get a look again, but I think I already know what the culprit is, and it's those cold tires on restarts. See, Lemke's going to be on the bottom, and he might hit this transition. He might hit the apron a little bit, but he doesn't. There's just a little bit of a transition from that bottom lane to the next lane up. It isn't as progressively banked as a lot of other tracks, so he just goes around based off of that. And then you see him burn the tires down. Don't think the crew chief's going to be very happy with putting that extra stress on the motor. Is Tyler Stallhood now checking in here on YouTube. Another reason why you can check out it. It's a great time to check out the live chats. You can get live reactions from drivers in chat as well, saying it's so easy to spin in anything but the center groove. LOL. Oh, LOL. LOL, not LOL. LOL. But a tough break for Tyler, having to park it after causing 2 incidents this evening. Hate it for those guys. There's everyone's on pit road except for the 18 and the 9. So Tommy Bordeaux's probably going to win this race off. He's got that first pit stall. We're watching his car go up and down on the jacks because the pit crews, well, you can't see him, but Mikey Murata is going to actually win the race off pit road. Joseph Weaver, Matt Watkins, Randall Coleman, and then Andrew Lemke. But the story is Robert Bauckham and Randall Coleman, they've stayed out. Now they don't have very many green flag laps on their tires, so I wouldn't say that this is really a deficit to them, but the heat cycles on the tires is really what I'm more concerned about. We've seen, cold tires are really hard to get back up to speed. You see the 4-car Lincoln in and out a little back there. Well, he's going to stay out, though. Hopefully we don't go back next time by. The pace car lights should stay on here. Yeah, so the pace car lights are still on. This gives me another chance to do a couple more. As we're now hearing someone lost 4th gear. from Tyler Sullivan, who's still down in the garage area. So that's unfortunate for whoever that was. Yikes. Big time oofs in the chat, please. Big time Fs in the chat. But we'll go through a couple of these ad reads again real quick. So JoeTow Designs down in the description below. Go to JoeTow Designs for all your sick, awesome, gnarly racing t-shirt designs. Check out the JoeTow Designs Teespring page. There's multiple designs available, including a Bad Year 2020 shirt, which I just love, and our own JTN merch. You can use the code JTN2, that is JTN2, for 10% off any purchase. The link is in the description. Would just love it if you just went and checked it out. You don't have to buy anything, just check it out. Get our views up there a little more. See Andrew Lemke making some contact with the wall under pacing. One more thing before we're going to be going back. Green Flag Racing next time by Autosim, a new frontier in simulated racing. Autosim 6.1 is now available. Check out the link in the description to go to the website where you can join the Autosim Discord and download the game. Autosim is a great game that's just fun to kind of click buttons and just see what happens. You see chaos in front of you, and that's really what Autosim's all about, is racing chaos. It's text-based simulation with an owner and a simulation mode. The simulation mode is kind of fun just to see what happens. The owner mode is if you want a more hands-on experience. Check out Autosim, a new frontier in racing, via the website link in the description below. Again, my name is Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for joining us here for JTN's broadcast of the Foxwoods Resort Casino 125 for the Fast Racing League's Mountain Dew Dash Series here at New Hampshire. It's going to be Robert Blockham with Randall Coleman to his outside on the restart. Cody Luke and Mikey Murata is going to line up on that second row. And then Tommy Bordeaux and Joseph Weaver behind them. Pace car is off. Flagman, get that green flag in your hand. And we are back underway racing here at New Hampshire. Great restart for the 18. Randall Coleman not known for his restarts. Oh! Contact! Big contact! Cars in the air! That is... Oh, I don't... That was just stupid. That was just... What is going on? What are we doing, guys? I'm gonna get you a replay of that. Be helicopter view. You just see Cody Luke and Tommy Bordeaux. Tommy's gonna get a great run going down into turn 1, and Cody Luke looks like he just breaks really early. Tommy not ready for it, and then Lemke up and over on his roof. Big hits, big damage. Probably going to need a little more than Flex Seal for that. Cody Luke retiring after that contact. So we'll get you another look here. So on the restart, as you watch Matt Watkins, there's a lot of jumbling up. The 9 car doesn't go, and that sends a train reaction to the outside. You see the 4 and the 57 make contact. The 15 just gonna... Oh my god. You're not supposed to see the bottom side of a car, especially at New Hampshire. Lemke with some hard, heavy damage behind the wheel of that 42 car. As you see him on the restart here with the visor cam, he's going to have nowhere to go. This 4 car just comes up, and that's what it's like to be behind the wheel of one of these sim racing cars when that happens. Scary moment, but he's able to drive away. Somehow, miraculously, lands on his wheels, gets back going. Going to be a lot of damage to that 42 car. Hopefully they can continue here. That's a lot of damage to a lot of those vehicles. An unfortunate break for Lemke in the 42. Looked like he was having a decent run. He's running up in the top 6. not doing so now. Yeah, tough break for him there. What this really does, though, it puts more cars between the 18, the 15, and the 57. That's going to make for some great passing. We saw the 57 lining up behind the 4. Some unpredictability there. You see Mikey Murata is going to be third in his Ford Mustang. So a pair of Fords on in row 2 with a pair of Chevys on row 1. Big time F's in the chat, like capital F, 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 F for the 42 car. Big time damage to that team's run tonight. They were having such a great run. The pace car lights are off. We'll be back. Green flag racing next time by. It's going to be line up like this. Robert Bauckham and Randall Coleman. They're going to be side by side on row 1. Row 2 is going to be the 44 of Mikey Murata and the 10 of Joseph Weaver. And then row 3 will be the 3 of Bill Murnahan, the 15 of Matt Watkins. Row 4 is going to be Tommy Bordeaux. And then whoever comes off pit road first. Probably Trey Coleman. And then Andrew Lemke is going to line up shotgun on the field here for this restart. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Appreciate all the chatter in the chat. Keep it coming. Ask questions if you have them. I'm JoeTowNetwork here for JTN's presentation of Friends of Sim Racers Tour Racing League Mountain Dew Dash Series presented by the Fast Racing League, TDR Racing League, and Fuel Racing League at New Hampshire. Robert Bauckham's going to lead him back to green. Pace car's going to make the hard left turn down pit road. I keep saying that hard left turn. Hopefully these guys can start making some left turns in succession. Green flags back out. We're underway once again racing here at New Hampshire as the 18 gets another great restart. He's going to be clear of the field. Tommy Bordeaux all the way down on the apron here. That's going to put him at a deficit. See, Joseph Weaver goes by Randall Coleman, so does Matt Watkins, or at least looking to make that pass. Weaver's still on the bottom. Digging here, digging. Tommy Bordeaux, you see him digging back there. You see Randall Coleman. Now the battle's for second. Joseph Weaver on the inside, Mikey Murata on the outside, going down into turn 1. Weaver's going to take the spot, and now... Oh, no, no! Hard into the wall. That's not going to throw a caution, though. No debris on the track in NR 2003. Big time sad in the chat for Joseph Weaver. Just overshot the corner and hit the wall. He's got to get back in a rhythm, though. Hopefully that doesn't put too much damage. No, he's not going to be able to get in a rhythm. Hard contact. The 14's in the walls. The caution's going to be out here. I believe that is going to be the end of Trey Coleman's night, causing his second yellow. Tough break for Trey behind the wheel of that Chevy Accessories Camaro. So we watch him. Don't know what he's doing yet. We keep watching. Don't know why he drove down pit road. Very confused. Now going on the road course. Oh, he's going to hit these tires. Oh! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind everyone that that is never the answer, no matter how sad you are. Don't take yourself out of a race like that, no matter how frustrated you are. An unfortunate turn of events for Trey Coleman, who got loose down in turns 1 and 2. It's that is what makes him retire from the race, not the hitting the wall. But that's going to set us up with our 3 favorites for the night, lining up 1, 2, 3, I believe. Robert Bauckham, Matt Watkins, and Tommy Bordeaux. 1, 2, 3 on this next restart. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys dice it up here for hopefully a long green flag run to the checkered flag. If you feel so inclined to do so, we're going to bring the energy level back up, everybody. Check out the Fast Racing League and the link in the description below. The Fast Racing League races currently on 2 nights. Tuesday nights with the Dash Series presented right here on JTN, and Wednesday nights for the Cup Series. Tuesday nights is a fixed setup league, so if you're a beginner or new to NR 2003 or coming back after a long hiatus, that's a great league. Tuesday nights are a great time to race and get your feet back wet, especially because you don't have to worry about making a setup to be competitive. Visit the link in the description below to sign up for the Fast Racing League racing Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. Wednesday night's Cup Series, you can watch the race recap videos right here on YouTube at JoeTowNetwork. Doing our best to provide some more NR 2003 content to the YouTubes for the Fast Racing League and build our brand. For any inquiries about broadcasting your NR 2003 league, online league, you can visit our Facebook page and give us a message over there. We can talk different numbers, rates, days there. Doing this for the love of the game, right? NR 2003, we try to keep it alive. We're keeping it alive. I don't want to say we're trying, but I think we're doing a pretty good job. Fast has done a great job of fostering young and up-and-coming drivers that maybe, if Fast wasn't around, wouldn't be able to get into a league where maybe there's some older guys that don't want to race against younger guys. But to each their own. Fast is a great way to get into the game, no matter your age, no matter your experience, and to just have a fun time with a great group of dudes. Visit the Simulation Motorsports link in the description below to check it out, as well as join it clicking our Facebook pages. Lemke's going to go by. He's going to get the lucky dog here. Tommy Bordeaux also going by for some reason. I don't particularly know why. I'm assuming that's something that happened with his game. Might have had a game crash. As we lost our game feed for a bit. He's slowing back down here. I don't particularly know what he's doing. Hopefully Tommy can get back. He's going to make it exciting here. He's going to have to drive back up through. Well, no, he's going to be restarting third here on this restart. Randall Coleman will be to his outside, but it's going to be Robert Bauckham again. He's going to try to get a great restart this time. He's got another Grizzly vet. Matt Watkins behind the wheel, the 15 to his outside. It's going to be an interesting run to the finish here at New Hampshire. 75 laps on the docket. We're going to be on lap 53. Green flag is back out. We are underway once again racing here at the Magic Mile. Pretty even restart for these two. Watkins on the outside. He's going to be able to carry more momentum, but he gets out of that groove, and that might give Bauckham the lead coming off of this corner. But Watkins, again, great momentum down to the corner, off the corner. He's going to take the lead, but Bauckham launches it down to the inside. As Bordeaux gets a little high, might give him a good run off the corner here. Is Bauckham now back to the inside. Mikey Murata around. Hard contact into the wall. As everyone's going to slow down. They're going to probably have to be behind this pace car here. I believe they probably took the yellow. As Lemke now around. Can you tell these guys have a loose setup under them? Holy heck. Holy heck. 14 car reported a lost gear, giving an update on the last caution that led to the spin. So probably a bunch of oil from the transmission leaking all over those tires. So tough break for Trey in that 14. Had a lot of momentum coming from the Cup Series. He's got a week off this week, so probably be able to snag that momentum back going into next week. See him tuning in our live chat. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for everyone joining us. We're going to get you a replay here in just a second. Click, 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 click. But, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a tough break for this 44 car at Mikey Murata. So he just gets loose off the corner and just hard hit. That's going to end their day. Their motor is definitely gone. Radiator gone. Everything on the front end of that car gone. Getting reports that the 57 Tommy Bordeaux, he's putting socks on right now in this car. Means he's getting serious, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great run to the finish. Tough break for Mikey Murata in that 44 car. Besides that win earlier this season at Talladega, a lot of rough luck for the 44, not the Fords in general here in the Fast Racing Mountain Dew Dash Series. So if you want to come around a Ford and test your luck, we'll have ya. We will have ya. So Matt Watkins is going to be your leader this time. He's going to have control on this restart with Robert Bauckham to the outside, most likely. We'll see if he chooses that inside lane. These guys keep choosing the inside lane, but when they got a guy to their outside that knows how to get these restarts done, get it done on restarts, Weaver in the wall a little bit. We've seen that the guy on the outside can get it done and make the move for the lead. Tommy is putting sock gloves on. Rather, I'm assuming that is due to the loose conditions, so hopefully you get a better grip on the wheel, el grippo, as he would say. Get a better grip on the wheel here for the restart. He's gonna reach up there, pull those belts tight one more time. Try to get it done here. It's been a long race. Thank you so much for tuning in, wherever you're tuning in from. Happy to have you here on JTN on YouTube. Give us a like on this video. Hit the sub button so that way you get notified, and we'll hit the little bell icon to get notified anytime we upload. Appreciate you tuning in this evening for what has been a chaotic race. Really, it's been anything but magical for a lot of these guys. We should have video feed back up in just a second for you, if it's not already. It's been a tough race for a lot of guys. Saw the 27 cause 2 incidents, saw the 14 cause 2 incidents, the 42 was up and over on his roof. A lot of rough racing tonight. We're on that magical lap 57. Going to be coming to the green flag this time with Matt Watkins and Robert Bauckham on our front row. Tommy Bordeaux and Joseph Weaver, our driver spotlight in that 10 car, going to be on row 2. Lemke, after being up and over on his roof, you see that roof just caved in. And the 3 of Bill Murnahan on row 3. And Randall Coleman going to line up 7th here. I believe he might be the last car still running, as we have had a lot of early retirees. The green flag is back out. We're underway once again racing here at New Hampshire. Another stellar restart by the Bauckham on the outside. It looks like he sends it into the corner, but that's not going to be the way to go. He might be able to get some momentum off the corner, but I think Matt Watkins is going to clear him off of 2. He does so, pulls up into line. Bauckham's going to have to do something to get by this 15 car here. As Tommy Bordeaux really sends it down into the corner in 3rd, trying to get to the inside of the 18, can't do so. As Bauckham gets into the wall, heavy contact to the right side, and that's going to allow Joseph Weaver to get to his inside for 3rd. See if Weaver can make a move. He can't. He's going to keep it going, though, pointing in the right direction, running 4th, but I'm telling you, it's going to come down to these top 3 right now. 15 of Matt Watkins, 57 of Tommy Bordeaux, and the 18 of Robert Bauckham. Bordeaux looking inside an older Supra model with Watkins in the new Supra. Bordeaux again showing his nose, trying to tell Watkins that he's there. Can't get it done that time through turns 1 and 2. So we now go down the back stretch. Bordeaux in 2nd. Serpentine, but I think we might have a caution, and we do. Unfortunate. Once again, it looks like it's the 42 of Andrew Lemke. I do believe that is his 2nd caution, so he will be another guy that will be forced to take it behind the wall. Here you'll see the replay. He sent it into turns 1 and 2, gets in the wall, and just the car is going to go around on him. If that 3 car isn't coming, it doesn't throw a yellow, but it does, so Lemke around, that's probably going to be the end of his night. tough, tough track for these drivers. It's definitely proven to be a tough, tough track this evening. Holy cannolis. As the 42 has now retired. So, we'll set you up real quick. You got Matt Watkins and Tommy Bordeaux on row 1. Row 2 is going to be Robert Baucom and Joseph Weaver. And then row 3 is going to be Randall Coleman and Bill Murnahan. And that's all that's left, guys. We started out with 12. We're down to 6. If I do my math correctly, we have 50% of the field. So, unfortunate for all these guys. Flagman's still waving that flag. Let's try to dial up our in-race reporter, Joseph Weaver, one more time. I know we've talked to him a lot tonight. Hopefully we're not pestering him. Hey, Joseph Weaver, one more time. This is Joe Twainski up in the JTN booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear, bud.
Yeah, sorry for bugging you so much tonight, but this race has just been jam-packed with cautions. What do you got to do behind the wheel of the 10 here to take advantage of those cautions and get up into that lead?
I just got to keep hitting my marks. Right now I feel like I'm about as far up as this car can get me. I just got to pull something out. The driver's got to do the little extra bit here and try and get this win.
Well, you talk about the driver having to do a little extra bit. You're our driver spotlight this evening. Do you know how much that means for a lot of guys? A lot of guys, they get the driver spotlight and then all of a sudden they don't do good. And you're having one of your best runs in a while here.
I sometimes, just got to put the work in and make the most of the opportunities. I know this driver spotlight can help a lot with sponsorship opportunities in the future, so I wanted to go out here and do my best. I know a lot of people at home are watching, so.
Now, we've seen a lot of guys have to retire because of causing 2 issues. You're going to get 1 to green this time, but what is that like behind the wheel? You know, that frustration of the same guys causing cautions over and over again.
Nah, it's just part of racing here at New Hampshire. There's always going to be a lot of cautions, a lot of people spinning. It's a tough track for a lot of people.
Well, I misspoke. Your team spotter was telling me we were getting 1 to go. We were getting 1 to go to get off the radio, but pace car lights are still on, but apparently they have some important information to tell you. Thank you so much for talking to us this evening. Good luck in these last, 15 or so laps here, and go get that W. You can do it.
Yeah, thank y'all. Hope y'all enjoy this finish. We got a good one for you.
And that was Joseph Weaver one last time here, our Autosim Driver Spotlight. Remember, you can check out Autosim in the link in the description below. Great NASCAR simulation game. I'm going to pump that name at you all night. Autosim, Autosim, Autosim. Just a fun time you can have with that game. You can check out a video on this channel. There's a couple videos actually now to check it out, see if it might be the right cup of tea for you. We're going to be closing in on our TWB 10 to go here pretty soon. Might even be our green flag lap, so, or at least the lap after. I believe the pace car lights will go off this time. The wrecks have probably saved me up here in the single man booth. The pace car lights are off, so that's going to give Tommy Bordeaux the outside, Matt Watkins the inside. Joseph Weaver and Robert Baucom, who's on fresh tires, is going to line up 4th. Baucom in that 18 beautiful Coors Light machine. It's probably not too beautiful for you guys tuning in on YouTube with all the pixelated mumbo jumbo. Hopefully it is not that way, but we might be having some internet issues here on our end, so apologize for that. But it's the commentary that makes the race, isn't it? And then your third row will be some combination of Randall Coleman and Bill Murnahan. We talked about it earlier. He's done a great job just staying out of everyone's crap tonight. Hopefully he can continue to do so. We'll be coming up on our TWB 10 to go here next time by. But not before we get this green flag. The pace car rolling through turns 3 and 4. We're going to get the green flag this time by hopefully a mad 10-lap dash to the finish. Pace car is off. Green flag's out. We're back underway racing at New Hampshire, the Magic Mile. A pretty even start again here. Bordeaux on the outside. He's going to send it into the corner, try to get the lead. Doesn't look like he's going to do so. Watkins has done such a great job of going through the corner, but Bordeaux sticking to his outside, doesn't allow the 15 to clear up. They're side by side down the straightaway, or down the backstretch. Tommy's again going to have to send it into 3. He's going to wash up wide. Don't know if he's going to be able to maintain that outside positioning as Randall Coleman's around towards the back. No caution for the 9 going around because he's down there on the apron. 57-15, still battling for the lead, but here comes Robert Baucom in 3rd. as this is our TWB 10 to go for years. TWB has been providing consumers and businesses alike with products and services that get stuff done. Visit TWB.com for more information. TWB, let's do this together. That's our TWB 10 to go, and big time, oh, in the wall, Tommy Bordeaux got really tight off the corner there. And that's going to give Matt Watkins the lead. Bordeaux, the 18 of Blockham, just slices up in front of him to take that second place position away. And Bordeaux now falls back to fourth as Weaver goes into third. I think Tommy might have used up his tires a little bit too much, as Matt Watkins is still your leader, but Robert Blockham is coming with those fresh tires, with those freshies. We close in on the end of this race. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully we get a great battle here as Blockham continues to try to close the gap. As you continue to watch, we're going to let these cars do a lot of the talking here as we get to the end of the race. Get a little smooth, get a little slow. Watch these guys wheel it as Tommy Bordeaux again hits the wall. He made the pass on Joseph Weaver, but Weaver's going to look to the inside for third. We're going to continue to watch this battle for the lead, though, as it continues to heat up. Robert Blockham trying to hunt down this 15. A little bit of dirty air running behind another car that close, especially in the corners. It's going to make the 18 a little tighter, but he's got those fresh tires, so the setup should be loose enough. He goes high so he can get a good run off the corner. Curves it back low. He's going to have a great run. They're going to be side by side going down into turn one. Blockham's going to have to not make sure he doesn't send it. Oh, he gets loose. Big time loose for the 18, but they're still going to be side by side down the back straightaway. 18 has to dip back in line, though. The 15 gets that great run through the top. Matt Watkins doing a great job running out front, getting this 15 car where it needs to be, where it's been all season. But can Robert Blockham make the pass? He had the cojones to look to the inside last time. Can he get back there, though? It's Tommy Bordeaux now closing in on these top two. If they're to make a mistake, can the 57 pounce for the win? Watkins again, a little more conservative than the 18. The 18 really sends it in, but then gets a great run off the corner. He's going to look to the inside again, but doesn't have the run. Watkins still your leader. But like I said, here comes that 57 of Tommy Bordeaux. Robert Blockham still running second. He's right there, though, on the tail of the 15 car. And I don't know if he's going to have enough momentum. He looks to the inside. He's there. Looking to make the pass down into turn one. Really gets on the brakes. They make contact. 15 sent way up the track. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They make contact. Blockham didn't really put the bumper to him. Just put the old side to him. And that sent the 15 up the track. And now Tommy Bordeaux is going to look to the inside. He might have some cooler tires, as we're at 2 to go. Bordeaux on the inside, Blockham on the outside. I might have misspoke. We might be at 3 to go. They're going to be side by side coming off of turn 2. Can Bordeaux make this pass? Doesn't look like he's going to have to get back in line here. Jump up in front of that 57. Or in front of the 15, rather. And that, while he's driving that 57, the top 3 all really close. Who's really smiling right now is Lieutenant Joseph Weaver. White flags in the air one more time around here at New Hampshire. Bordeaux again looks to the inside, and I don't think he's going to make contact. Might not use the bumper. Can do it down here in turns 3 and 4, though. Don't know if he's going to be close enough. Robert Blockham, still your leader. I don't think... Oh, he got really close. He's going to look to the inside. Oh, they make contact! Oh, my God! Joseph Weaver! Did Weaver just win that race? Oh, my God. Did the Mad Lad just do it? Did the Mad Lad just do it? I think he did. I think he did. Oh my goodness. He did. Joseph Weaver, your winner here at New Hampshire. Oh my god. Joseph Weaver just won that race after a crazy finish. Burn it down, Mr. Weaver. Hopefully you get more sponsors. Have you ever? I don't think I've ever, Ricky. I don't think I've ever. What a crazy finish. Oh my gosh. We're going to get another look at that. Coming off of turn 4, Tommy Bordeaux is going to be to the inside. He makes slight contact with the 18. That sends the 18 around. They block up the straightaway, and the 18 collects the 15. That just allows the 10 of Joseph Weaver to slip on by. Oh my goodness. What a finish. What a finish here. So we're going to get our onboard that we didn't use very much. With Joseph Weaver here. Autosim driver spotlight. Just makes it. Fits through the gap. Wins the race. Oh my goodness. Joseph Weaver, your winner here at New Hampshire. Holy cannolis. What a finish. We'll get him up here for an interview in a second. We were going to skip the interview since we ran a little long tonight, but... oh, wow. Have you ever seen a finish like that? Holy cannoli. Well, actually, we're going to try to use the team radio. It seems like he's still behind the wheel of the car. Hey, Mr. Winterman there. Joseph Weaver, driver of the number 10 Smithfield Ford Mustang. This is JoeTowNetwork up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Now, I'm going to bring him into the booth. Now, I'm going to bring you into the booth because I got to bring you into the booth here because I can't do this over the radio. But what was going through your head at the finish there, Mr. Weaver?
I gotta say, the last lap, I felt like I was closing in on him a little bit. I thought I might be able to gain a spot there, but after I got into 3, I figured I was just good as taking it home 4th and calling it a day, but the seas parted just right there coming out of 4 and just kept my foot in it.
Now, I'm assuming there's a little bit of a heated discussion down there with some of those drivers after the race. Did you see any scuffles on pit road?
It looked like the driver of the number 57 and the driver of the 18 might have had some words down there.
Well, in a rough break, we talked about those 3 really being the strong contenders, but I told you in that last time, what did you have to do to get it done? You said, well, I just got to run 4th, and you did just that. You were running just 4th, and then kablooey, you won the race. What do you have to say about that?
I'm at a loss for words right now, to be honest with you, Joe. It was an insane finish. I did not see that coming at all. It was, like I said, the seas parted, and I just kept my foot in it and came home with the W.
Now, before we let you go, I'm gonna give you another chance. Sponsors, you need to pitch anybody for that 10-car team. This is your moment, buddy.
Definitely all the boys back at Rad Lad Racing, and Joey helping up with the car, getting it ready for one-off races that I decide to do whenever. All the lads, Tommy, Davey, Mikey, just a team effort, getting here every week, showing up when I can, and today we got it done.
And get it done you did. Congratulations on winning. You ended the Watkins Day Balkum streak of those three really just winning all our races here. And hopefully we'll see you more next season.
Hey, if I get results like this, I'll show up every week.
Thank you so much, buddy, for being in the Autosim Driver Spotlight. Joseph Weaver, driver of the number 10 Smithfield Ford Mustang for Red Lad Racing. Congratulations on your win, and we'll talk to you hopefully next week.
I thank y'all for having me.
That was Joseph Weaver, driver of the number 10. Before we get off the air here, thank you so much for joining. I see all the likes, all the views, all the comments. We had a great, spectacular finish there at the end. Was a little hesitant about doing the broadcast tonight solo, and I think we did an okay job. We got a lot of wrecks. We got a lot of action tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to check out the Facebook page. Give us a like over there. We post there when we're uploading different content, so that way it gives you a little more of a notice. If you hit subscribe here on YouTube, it should give you a notification anytime we go live on YouTube. So that'll give you a notification for our 9 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday night broadcasts of the Mountain Dew Dash Series presented by the Fast Racing League, TDR Racing League, and Fuel Racing Leagues. It is the Friends of Sim Racers Tour. I've been JoeTowNetwork. For all of us here at JTN, thank you so much for watching, and we can't wait to see you next week. Well, wherever the road takes us. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you then, and be safe. Keep love in your heart, and do a great job at everything you do.